Yay! We are live, 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 live. Come on into the room. We are live. We are together. Happy Goddess Temple Sunday, y'all. Come on in. Come into the room. Take your shoes off. Have something refreshing to drink. Maybe a little coconut water. This is regular water, but have some coconut water. And just make yourselves comfortable because this is Goddess Temple Sunday, your weekly-ish your weekly-ish blast of inspiration, motivation, and transformation to set your week off right. Okay, so if you happen to be watching this live, hit the share button. Put some positivity on your timeline. Today, we are talking about how to stop being miserable and negative. How to stop being miserable and negative. Hit the share button, because I know y'all know some folks that need to watch this. I know some folks that need to watch this. So hit the share button. Put some positivity on your timeline. This is Goddess Temple Sunday, and we are talking about how to stop being miserable and negative. Hello, Goddess Regina. Hello, Goddess Giovanna. Hello, Goddess Chandra. The goddesses are gathering. I am broadcasting from Guyana, my farmhouse in Guyana, and I am so glad that you are here with me today. Goddess Giovanna says, I just wrote about negativity in my journal yesterday. Goddess Aurora says, oh yes. So hit the share button. Let's get into some gratitude because we have a lot to cover today. Yes, Goddess Anna, beautiful Guyana, I am here. Yes. All right, so let's begin. Whew. All right, let's just bring it all down, bring it all together. Let's focus this beautiful full moon, this healing full moon energy. Let's just bask in it. Let's just bask in the energy of us being together on this beautiful Sunday, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Let's just breathe together. Nice big inhale. And exhale. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Let's just feel into each other's energy around this big, beautiful planet that we have been gifted. Tune into each other's frequency, each other's vibration. Let's feel into the energy of the sister in this beautiful cosmic circle, maybe over there on the globe. She is to the left of you. Maybe she is in Atlanta, Georgia. What's up, ATL? Let's tune in to the energetic frequency of the sister to the right of you. And maybe she is in Guyana. Maybe she's in Essequibo, Guyana. Hello, sis. And let's just bring it all together. We are all in this together with Mother, Father, God. Thank you so very much for blessing us with another day, another moment, another second on your beautiful earth, your beautiful planet. Thank you for gifting us with this incredible inheritance. Thank you for the abundance around us, the abundance of natural resources that you have gifted us with. Thank you for the abundance of love and friendships and just divine magic that you have gifted us with. Feel that rain pouring. Yes, 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 yes. Please continue to guide us and to keep us and to let us continue to find each other. All of us souls who are wanting to be more full of you, more full of your energy. Help us to find each other on this beautiful planet and continue to guide us and keep us and let us know at any moment where you would have us go, what you would have us do, what you would have us say and to whom. And for this, we are so very grateful. And in your name, we say amen. Ashe, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Amen, Ashe, and so it is. Yes, goddesses. I'm going to move y'all a little bit closer because I don't know if the rain is making it harder for you to hear me. Yes, Grand Rising. I see Goddess Marcella from London. I saw a goddess from Jamaica, Goddess Anna from Jamaica. Goddess Catherine is here. Goddess Shanice, Goddess D from Fairfax, Virginia. Yes, I saw Goddess Catherine from Massachusetts. Yes, we are a global sisterhood. What a blessing. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. And we give thanks for the water because without the water, we would not be able to do anything. It's funny because today I was researching just what percentage of water we are. And as human beings, I was researching just how magical we are scientifically. We are 60% water, 60% water as a whole. And then our brains and our hearts are 73% water. So we give thanks for the rain. We give thanks for Mother Nature. We give thanks for each other. And we give thanks for today's sacred conversation where we are talking about, drum roll please, how to stop being miserable and negative. If you haven't already shared this, hit the share button, put it on your timeline, and let's talk about it. Woo! I've had an amazing week, the most beautiful week with terrorizing. I've been terrified. Just a range of emotions this week, and I'm going to just share with you the whole thing, which it makes sense in this full moon retrograde season, full moon energy, all of the above. So first and foremost, let's celebrate my loctician. As y'all can see, I got fresh locks, y'all. Freshly locked my loctician. Goddess Nikita, Goddess Kita, give it up for her. She even locked my baby hairs, y'all. Look at that. She locked my baby hairs. So I am micro locked. She is a sister lock trainee. So I don't know if we can officially say sister locks. I'm not, it's fine. So I will say micro locks, interlocks, etc. And I love them so much. And one of my favorite things is that, well, let me just give y'all the timeline first. So I tried to free lock my hair. I did free lock my hair, and it was not for me. Free locks I've seen on other people are gorgeous, but for me, it just wasn't for me. So Goddess Nikita came in and cleaned it up and micro locked it and interlocked it. And I have in here, where is it over here? Now I'm watching myself in reverse and I can't mind it. But yes, here it is. This is my sister's lock. She sewed in one of my sister's locks and one of my brother's locks. So like a tattoo, like my sister, my brother are always with me. My sister Damali, my brother Ovid, I will rarely call his name on these broadcasts because he is shy. But yes, I have one of my sister's locks and one of my brother's locks sewn into my hair. So they are always with me. So yay for Goddess Nikita. If y'all are ever in Guyana, let me know and I will send you her way. And thus my lock journey begins. Yay. So I have about 400 and something locks. I'm saying 444, but that's not an official count. At some point, I'm thinking it would be fun to try to fix it back. It would be fun to count them and do affirmations for each lock on camera. So maybe at some point that will happen. It took 4 days, and I forget, we added up the probable hours, but yeah, it took a whole work week to do them. So much love to the goddess. So that was one of the beautiful things of this week, along with, of course, my little bitty goddess Ruby doing her thing, learning and growing and being a magnificent light that she is. And it's so funny. I was talking to my dad. My sister Damali is here with me. She came here to Guyana to hang with me and with baby Ruby and with all of my family here. And she came with, she brought fried fish from my dad. She came with a tray of like her famous potatoes. She came in and has been here, just taking good care. And so I'm so grateful for her. And so we were telling my dad that, baby Ruby sleeps, like the angel she is all day. And then at like 11 o'clock at night, she's like, yes, prime time. Okay, what are we doing? I'm awake. I will be here awake and alert until 6 a.m. And so my dad said the most beautiful thing. He said, well, she just has to learn that in this world, she's in this world now, and she has to learn that in this world we sleep at night. Yes. She came from, the heavenly world where, things were a little bit different. And so I love that analogy because for each and every one of us, that's what we're doing. We're here, we're learning, no matter what your foundation was, no matter what your background was, you are now here in a new world, a new moment, a new season. I did a reading for us before we came on the call. This is Goddess Nana Baluku, number 1 in the deck, seasons. We are here now in this world. So there may have been other rules in the worlds that we came from, in the families of origin that we came from, in the experiences that we had, but you have chosen now to be in a new world. You are in this world. And in this world, there are different rules about how you get to show up for yourself, how you get to love and adore, respect, and just be full of yourself and your magic and your magnificence. And so we get to learn this whole new world. Yay, us, and yay, baby Ruby. Okay, so Goddess Catherine says there's a bit of a lag or a sound issue. Sorry, Goddess Catherine. I don't know. I don't think there's anything that I can do about it. It's the country Wi-Fi. So hopefully it'll resolve itself. Maybe if you watch on replay, it'll be resolved. There's the Kiskadee bird. Hear it. It goes Kiskadee. My mom would always tell us about it. Kiskadee. All right, there it is. Yes, Kiskadee. So like I said, I was looking up scientifically certain things, like just to see just how magical we are. Like, are we indeed made of stardust? And guess what? Yes, you are. The human body contains 97% stardust. 97, you're made of 97% stardust. And so for us to be so magical, made of basically stardust and water, like that is incredible. And then to go forward in the world with, being miserable and being negative and all of that. No, you deserve better. You deserve to feel better about yourself. You deserve to feel better about your life. And I'm not talking about going through seasons of depression, seasons of sadness. They happen. I'm not talking about being sad when sad things happen or feeling grief and needing to adjust to things being new in our lives. We all need to adjust when things are new. We all have an adjustment period, adjustment energy, shifting frequencies. It's like, old school radios when you turn the dial and you would need to shift into, a different frequency to hear a different radio station. We all have that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you make your whole being, the whole way you show up in the world, one of misery, one of negativity. And we're going to talk about how to shift out of that, because you deserve better and the people around you deserve better. Type into the comments, I deserve better. You deserve better. You deserve better. I saw this magnificent quote this week, and I can't remember who said it, but if I find it again, I will post it along with who said it. If you suffered in life and want others to suffer as you did not, in fact, turn out fine. Like you will hear people say, yeah, my parents beat me and I turned out fine. You did not, in fact, turn out fine. If you suffered in life, I'm going to say that again, and want others to suffer as you did not, in fact, turn out fine. We are here to be compassionate to each other and to give ourselves and each other the love that we deserve. That is how we find joy. That's how we find pleasure. That's how we find happiness, the whole range of it. And there's this saying that if your only tool is a hammer, If the only way you know how to handle things is one way, if your only tool is a hammer, then every problem looks like a nail. I'm going to say that again. If the only tool in your toolbox, and I'm talking here about emotional health and well-being, emotional intelligence and well-being, if your only tool is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. All right. Now you may be like, what is she talking about? I'm talking about, a lot of us come from backgrounds of anger and sadness and grief and depression and trauma. That's what it all is. It's all trauma. A lot of us come from generational trauma. But the beautiful thing is, we get to now create a new world instead of recreating that trauma. But unfortunately, because a lot of us, the only way that we know how to deal with things is to fly up and be angry and be negative and be yelling at people and thinking that that's your personality, then we continue to perpetuate that and we continue to pass it on. And next generation, our children are like that, and our grandchildren are like that, and our great grandchildren are like that. It's just not healthy. It's not healthy, and you deserve more, and they deserve more. Type into the comments, they deserve more. They deserve better. I will share with you, I know you've heard this story a million times probably if you've been rocking with me for a while, but I remember years ago, when I was younger, asking my dad, like, Daddy, why are you so angry all the time? And he was like, oh, that's my personality. That's not your personality. And I know for a fact my dad is a full of love, big-hearted, beautiful, intelligent, brilliant, magical person. That's not his personality. But in my, in my paternal family line, that is, people believe, a personality trait, and they call it, passion and zest. And we're passionate people. You're not passionate. You're angry and miserable and negative. That's what you are. That's not passion. That's not passion. Passion is the beauty of you, the zest for life of you, the stardust of you, the water and the ocean flowing through you on this full moon energy of you, the you that moves the tides. That is you. I am stardust. Type that in the comments. You are stardust. And it's okay if you have believed that this was you up to this point. It's okay. It's all right. You're not bad or wrong, or nothing's wrong with you for believing that. That's what we were taught. That's what we were taught, and that's okay. We get to now do something better. We get to now embrace a new world for ourselves. Oh my goodness. How magnificent is that? Yes, Kiskadee birds. Sing it. How magnificent is that? Oh my goodness, I am made of stardust, and so are you. And so now we get to move a little bit differently. All right. Again, if your only tool is a hammer, if the only way that you know how to deal with things is to be mean, nasty, negative, yelling, screaming, hitting, carrying on, whatever, then every problem, every trigger that comes up, every challenge seems like that's the only way to deal with it. Of course it is. That's the only tool you have in your magical toolbox of emotions. But how about you add in some more tools into your toolbox? How about, okay, fine, you got your anger tool in there, your so-called, passion tool, or, display tool, or whatever you want to call it. That's in your toolbox. But you want to add a little more. You can add a joy tool. Ooh, you can add a curiosity tool. Like, oh, I wonder why that person's acting like that. You can add a who cares tool. Release it. Who cares? You can add a forgiveness tool. You can add a love tool. You get to put more tools in your magical toolbox. Why? Because you are made of stardust. Oh. And so imagine seeing some beautiful stars, like you're watching, look at this stardust. And then it comes to Earth and starts carrying on for no reason. That's what we've been doing. So being negative or angry is not a personality trait. What it is a trauma response, a survival method that you needed in order to survive your childhood. And there is nothing wrong or bad about you for that. I'm going to say that again. It was a trauma response, a survival method that you needed to survive your childhood. But now, guess what? You're an adult. And so, just like baby Ruby gets to learn our world and say, oh, okay, all right, I'll sleep at night instead. That's cool. And like, just like she gets to learn our world, now so do you. So do you. You get to learn and create your world. You get to create the world the way that you want it, in a way that feels good in your body, in a way that is not, fight, flight, freeze, or people please. Those are the trauma responses that we have when we are triggered. Am I going to fight? Am I going to flight, run away, never speak to the person again? Am I going to freeze, not know what to do? Am I going to people please? No. So now we're going to add some more tools to the toolbox. You don't need that anymore. Just type into the comments, I don't need it anymore. Whatever it is for you, I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. Now I get to heal. Now I get to grow. Now I get to expand my heart and have compassion for the world around me, for the people around me. And I get to do something different. Type into the comments, I get to do something different. You get to choose something different. So this week, amongst the scary things that happen, well, the scariest thing that happened is, y'all, I almost poisoned myself. In fact, I did poison myself. So, you know how blowfish, for example, if you know anything about blowfish and people eating blowfish, I do not, but it is, if you eat it raw or experience it raw or touch it raw, that it is extremely poisonous. And it is, when it's cooked, it's a delicacy. For me, no, thank you. if I can't, deal with it raw, no, thank you. Okay. Well, there's something called Eto leaves. Eto is a vegetable, a root vegetable that is used in what we call ground provision cooking. And Eto leaves are a green. Now, I've been craving greens since I've been here. There's spinach. Spinach here is bitter. I found kale in the American supermarket, and I need to just buy more of that. I love eating raw greens. Raw greens like make my body feel good, make my body feel great. So my sister, a lot of my family members have talked about Eto leaves and how delicious it is, and cook it in coconut milk and blah, 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 blah. So my sister, when she got here, she bought some Eto leaves, and I was excited. She's excited. We're excited. We're going to try the Eto leaves. So I went to her a couple days ago, and I said, I'm going to cook the Eto leaves. And went and proceeded as I was, heating up the olive oil, gonna make some nice Eto leaves and whatnot, getting it all together, the basil, etc. And reached in, took a little handful of the Eto leaves, gonna taste it raw like I do when I'm cooking any green back home in the US. No, it's not any green. Eto leaves are, in fact, when they are raw, poisonous. They will kill you. There's no warning of that in the supermarket because they just assume you'll know that. And no one here is trying to eat raw foods or raw greens. Anyway, they don't even, a lot of folks, when you say you don't eat meat, they're like, what? Like, what do you eat? What's going on? They don't, flow like that really. So yeah, Eto leaves are, in fact, extremely poisonous. They are also known as taro leaves, Taro leaves. My whole face exploded with the worst pain I've ever felt. My face swole up, which it still is swollen. My tongue swole up, like it was crazy. I went to the hospital, and unlike in the American hospitals where they will say, okay, this is interesting. Let's look into it. Oh, we'll run some tests and see what this is. No, triage nurse is like, okay, you're probably poisoned. What? Long story short, thank God all is well. If you happen to be a nurse or doctor, medical personnel that knows about anaphylactic shock and healing from it, please get in touch with me because I need your help. I'm still feeling pains and things, and I would love to talk to you. My point is, outside of don't eat Eto leaves or taro leaves raw, I will not be eating them raw, cooked, or otherwise. No matter what happens, and if you are able to still be here and wake up another day, be grateful. Be grateful. Type into the comments, I am grateful. I am so grateful that I am here with you at this moment. I am so grateful that I am here, breathing, healthy, happy, able to laugh about this, have a conversation with you about this. No matter what happens, there are things that we have survived, some things that we may not even be aware of, things that you have dodged, that your ancestors, your angels have interceded for you, that you're just not even aware of. No matter what happens, be grateful. And I remember hearing the late, great Dr. Maya Angelou say that when I was young, and I was like, that makes no sense whatsoever. I remember clearly thinking it. I think it was like on Oprah or something. I was like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And she said, no matter what happens, be grateful. And she is right. No matter what happens, dare to be grateful. Choose the energy and the vibration of gratitude. Celebrate your wins, but also celebrate other people's wins. Type into the comments, I am able to celebrate other people's wins. That jealousy is a low vibration that will keep you out of step and out of alignment with your good, with your own blessing. So learn to celebrate not only your wins, but when you see other people winning and thriving, be happy for them. Celebrate their blessings as well. Number one way to stop being miserable and negative is to be grateful. Type into the comments, I am so grateful. Woo! I am so grateful. I am so grateful. And my sister Damali said that the night after the whole thing is, like I said, I'm still feeling residual effects. She said she kept on coming into my room with a flashlight and looking at me to make sure that I was okay. I am okay. I am grateful. I am so very grateful. That is the number one way to stop being miserable and negative. Number two, surround yourself. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Who do you, and you may not know any folks in your life that are high vibrating people. If that's the case, get into groups, you can join therapy groups, depending on where you live, and they're online now because of the pandemic. You can come on retreats. Come with me to Tobago, the Goddess of Manifesting Tobago retreat. Go to goddesspraylove.com, goddesspraylove.com. Somebody put it in the comments, goddesspraylove.com, where we have all of these magnificent goddesses gathering in Tobago in June for the purpose of evolution and upliftment and awakening, and it's going to be incredible. Surround yourself with people who are like-minded. Sometimes it's challenging. If so, find a licensed therapist, coaches, teachers, healers, pastors. Invest in your own healing and evolution. Folks will go out and spend $1,000 on a phone, but won't spend $1,000 to go and get a coach that's going to help you get to where you need to be. What is that? Come on now. Are you not worth it? Type into the comments, I am worth it. I am worth it. So look for immersive experiences. Look for, experiences where you can be around like-minded goddesses. Come here to Goddess Temple Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let's have these sacred conversations. Let's do this. Let's do this because you are worthy and deserving of all great things. And as I say all the time, if I'm not your jam, find somebody that is. I won't be offended. That is okay. Which brings me to number 3. Stop taking things personally. And I'm still working on this. Share with you, I'm a work in progress, just like you are. This one I'm still working on. Stop taking things personally. This is one of the 4 agreements, the 4 sacred agreements. Stop taking things personally. Everything is not about you. It is extremely narcissistic to take every single thing personally. Oh, why is that person acting like that? Oh, why ain't call me back? Oh, that's shady. They must be trying to freeze me out or ice me out, or they hate me, or they don't like, I don't know what I said to their dog or whatever. Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they don't feel well. Maybe they're tired or sleepy or working or busy. Like, everything does not have to do with us. Stop taking things personally. Oh my goodness. Are we going to do that? Yes, we're working on that. I know I have been. Stop taking things so personally. Okay. That was number 3. Don't take anything personally. Number 4. What kind of entertainment do you take in? What do you take in? So just like the foods that we take in, like I said, I've been craving chlorophyll, which is greens, leafy greens. the everything that we put into our bodies affects what we put out. So what are you putting into your body in terms of entertainment? I like trashy entertainment, fun trashy entertainment. Nothing wrong with that, but it can't be your whole diet, right? So just like I like Doritos, that can't be my whole diet. So if your whole diet that you're taking in is music that is, kill, 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 die, 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 and, movies that are kill, 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 die, 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 and TV shows that are negative, 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 what are you going to be? If you take a recipe and you put in a whole bunch of crappy stuff, it's going to be crappy. So be aware of what you feed yourself with. The beautiful thing is that, just like this conversation is recorded, I have a whole Goddess Temple podcast. I have a whole Goddess Temple YouTube. If I'm not your jam, a lot of folks out there are making inspirational content. Find someone that is and feed yourself energetically with that. It's energetic food and it feels good when you allow yourself to be uplifted. This is you creating your new world that you are daring to have. Number 5, maybe, is stop complaining, bitching, moaning. What language do you speak when you use to describe your life? If everything you have to say is negative, oh my goodness, be aware. Are you a can't person or can? Are you the kind of person that as soon as, some difficulty arises, you're ready to run? Again, fight, flight, freeze, or people please. Coping mechanisms. Soon as something, it seems hard, you don't want to deal with it. Oh, I can't deal with it. No. Stop complaining. Use different language. The words that you speak are spells that you are casting on your life. You are creating your life. You are speaking it into vision. One of the things that we did in this past week in Mawu's Goddess Mystery School, which you can learn about at womanifesting.com. This was Ancestral Week, and we had beautiful Goddess Jamila as our guest teacher this week. One of the things that we've been doing is creating our Goddess vision statement, your vision for your life. What is your vision for your life? Create your vision. You create it with the words that you speak on your life. If you keep saying, you make me sick, these people make me sick, that makes me sick, oh, that disgusts me, these people are horrible, that's creating your life. That's creating your very being. That's creating who you are. So just be aware of the words that you are speaking over your own life, okay? Your life is magnificent. Type that in the comments. My life is magnificent. I'm made of stardust. I am fearlessly, fearfully, wonderfully made. I am a vision. I embrace my vision. I am not looking for the worst. I'm looking for the best. Create a different life for yourself. Start with the words you are speaking. Your words are manifesting your very life. Number 6, this is another challenging one. Realize that no one owes you anything. Type into the comments, nobody owes me anything. Nobody owes you anything. And that can be a tough thing to grasp, right? You see, oh, well, look at those folks. They got all that stuff over there. It's their stuff, whoever they are, whether they're government or whoever, yes. In an ideal world, absolutely. A community should take care of folks around them. People should take care. There should be equal distribution of wealth, all of the above. But we are here and you are creating a new world, a new earth where there's an abundance of everything flowing toward you. Type into the comments, there's an abundance flowing to me and through me. Yes, money replenishes itself. You spend money, you bring it back. Love replenishes itself. You spread love and you share, you get it back in. This is the world that you are creating. So it's okay. If other people are thriving and wealthy and abundant, that's great. That is magnificent. Gratitude for them. Nobody owes you anything. And release the idea that things could have been any different. Let go of the idea that, it should have been different. Maybe it should have. Things should have been different. Yes, they should have. But let go of that because you can't stay in that. That's going to keep you stuck in the past. That's going to keep you so miserable and so negative that you're not even going to be able to want to stand your own self. Release the idea that things could have been any different. They are what they are. Type in the comments, it is what it is. It is what it is. And now allow yourself to build on that going forward. It is what it is. Good. So now you have those lessons and you can build on that going forward. Okay, good. Number 8, maybe, or 7. I'm gonna stop with the numbers because now I'm confused the numbers. You want to, along those same lines, forgive. Forgive, forgive, forgive. Ooh, that's a big one. Type into the comments, I forgive and release. Your quality of life is going to be directly tied to your ability to forgive. If you have grudges here, grudges there, grudge with this one, grudge with that one, I got grudges with all these people, guess what? The common denominator is what? You. You're the common denominator. So if you got beef with him, beef with her, grudges with them, grudges with that one, it's probably you. You're the common denominator. So dare to forgive and release. And forgiveness does not mean you ever have to speak to them a day in their lives. Forgiveness is releasing the idea that the past could have been any different and sending them love and being able to wish them well and go on with your own beautiful, bright, shiny, happy life that you deserve, that you are fully worthy and deserving. Type into the comments, I'm worthy and deserving. You are worthy and deserving of all great things, of all great things. You are worthy and deserving. And you don't need external validation. You don't need external factors. External validation is nice. Sure. Who doesn't love a compliment? Who doesn't want to feel good in their skin? External validation is cool, but you don't need it. Internal validation, you waking up and being like, yeah, I'm the shiz. Yes, I'm magnificent. Yes, I am worth loving. I deserve to be loved well. I deserve to be treated well. I deserve money. I deserve it. And I feel compassion for other people. I'm able to give generously to people. I'm able to receive generously from people. All of that is you at your core, at your source. Okay. Next. Be a person of your word. Be impeccable with your word. It's another of the 4 agreements. Terry Williams, she was a celebrity publicist, and she is a therapist and a social worker, magnificent woman. I read her book when I was very young. I was in a pageant, actually. Now I'm remembering she was a judge, and so she gave me an autographed copy of her book. She is an amazing human being. In that book, which I don't remember the name of it, but Terry, Terrie Williams, she said, if you do what you say you are going to do, that will put you ahead of 90% of the people on the planet, because most people are not folks of their word, unfortunately. Do what you say you will do. Type into the comments, I do what I say I'm going to do. I am impeccable with my word. I keep my word. I'm loyal to my word, to your own word. If you can't keep your word, how can you expect someone else to? Next, yes, Kiskadee bird. Have a mindfulness practice, either yoga or breath work or meditation. I have beautiful meditations that are out there. A lot of folks do. Find yourself a mindfulness practice that allows you to come present. And along those lines, have a movement practice, a practice where you can move your body. Start with walking. If you can't walk, start with, just whatever you can start with. Move your shoulders if you can, whatever your body is able to do. Have a movement practice. I've been talking to the beautiful goddesses who are joining the Goddess of Manifesting Tobago retreat in June. And one of you shared with me this week that, I said, have a movement practice, and that helped her shift everything and get out of her depression and, helped her to come back into frequency and vibration with who she is. Yes, have a movement practice. Have a mindfulness practice. You deserve it. Type into the comments, I deserve it. I deserve it, and stop being a know-it-all. So many of us really smart girls want to prove how much we know, or grew up with, the need for external validation, A's, checks from the teachers, check mark, whatever it is, all of that, and bring that into adulthood with thinking, I know that already. Why are they telling me that? I know that. Allow yourself to be curious instead of knowing everything, and see what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. There's a whole world beyond the world you know. Allow yourself to be curious about it, because otherwise, if you're going through life with, I know that, I already know that, why are they telling me that, I know that, then you don't get to learn, you don't get to grow, you don't get to become who you were born to be. Okay? And last but not least, when triggered or provoked, Okay, when things come up, people talk to you sideways, people come at you twisted, people hop you in line, whatever the situation is, the things that trigger us, the things that provoke us in life, you know, ask yourself when you would be triggered, fight them back, cuss them out, whatever, to flee, flight, freeze, or people please, to fly, run away, to freeze, to people please, whatever it is, put yourself into a place of martyrdom that's people pleasing, whatever it is, ask yourself. This is a game changing question. You ready? What am I afraid of right now? When you find yourself triggered, okay, and you feel like they don't like me, or this person's talking down to me, or they're trying to, whatever it is, instead of that, go within, take a moment, take a breath. You may have to excuse yourself to the bathroom, like I've said before, and ask yourself, okay, what am I afraid of right now? You've heard me say, if you're trying to make a decision, you ask yourself the question, what is the most self-loving choice I can make? When you are triggered, you ask yourself the question, what am I afraid of? Because there are two emotions. You're coming from love or you're coming from fear. And chances are, in that moment, you will most likely be afraid of not being enough, or you'll be afraid of not being loved enough. But asking yourself the question allows you to open your heart to the possibilities. What am I afraid of right now? Yes, Goddess Annie. What am I afraid of right now? Yes, Goddess Afua. Yes, Goddess Anna. She says, boom, go within. What am I afraid of right now? Okay, and there we have it. In 41 minutes, how to stop being miserable and negative. What am I afraid of right now? Because not only do you deserve your own joy, not only are you worthy and deserving of your own happiness, but we deserve to experience the best of you. We deserve to experience you in your fullness, you being who you were born to be. And I am looking forward to continuing to experience that with you here in Goddess Temple Sunday, in Mawu's Goddess Mystery School, and of course at the Goddess of Manifesting Tobago Retreat. Are you receiving that today, my beautiful goddesses? Are you receiving that today? Goddess Anna says, I am so joyful to be here for this. Yes, 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 yes. We are most likely afraid of, am I enough or am I worth loving? And that is who we are at our core. You are enough. And yes, my beautiful friend, you are worth loving. We receive it wholly and completely. This is going to be a magnificent week. Full moon energy is perfect for you to release what is no longer serving you. So tap in and tune in to that. And I will see you soon. Salbona, my friends. That means we see you. Bye. Yes, you are worthy, you are deserving, and you are